Hello and welcome to yet another Views from the Veranda. Well, look, if anyone's been watching TV lately, they might have seen the last episode of The Block, which was the auction episode. So I thought I'd share with you what the result of that auctions and the whole story about The Block means to the real estate market at the moment. So for those of you who hadn't watched the series, the homes started to get built in March this year, when the market was fairly volatile. In November, they ran the auction. So there was 5 properties in all, built in the Macedonian Ranges, which is about sort of a bit under an hour outside of Melbourne. So a bit of a tree change environment. So they were actually all very big, massive homes. The auction reserve prices were set all at the same amount, which was $4,080,000. So look, the first auction was done. You had Omar and Oz. They'd actually built quite a big sprawling home. The auction went away, and actually they sold over 1.5 million over the reserve. In fact, it was a block record. Then what happened is the next contestant came on, and they sold $20,000 over the reserve, and they were pretty disappointed because the whole concept of the block is that those contestants make money out of over and above what the reserve price is. Then the whole environment of the auction stalled. They were all passed in. And interesting enough, one of the properties has subsequently sold for $160,000 post-auction. So what does this say about the real estate market? Well, look, obviously when that was being built in March, the market was volatile and it was, selling at a relatively higher amount. Since then, we have had close to a 300 basis point increase in interest rates. So that's obviously affected people in terms of the amount of money they can borrow and what they can afford to actually pay. In terms of actually these types of properties. So in addition to that, I guess the market for this type of property, which is in the 4 million to 5 million price range, look, they're fairly well educated, so maybe they've got a better insight on what might be happening down the track. But certainly the result was outstanding in terms of what actually happened. So in terms of the property itself, why do you think Omar and Oz's property sold for what it was? Well, it did go first. They did manage to secure a number of buyers to the auction, so that's a big plus when you get competition happening. And in fact, even the buyer that ended up buying it did say that he felt that he overpaid for it at the end of the day. It was a fairly unique design in that it was a bigger home. It had a tennis court, a basketball court, and even a 3-part golf course. So look, what you have to do is have a point of difference. But at the end of the day, it's all about actually having the right strategy for your own home. So look, if you'd like to know what's happening in the real estate market, how to get the best possible price for your own property, contact us, message us. We're here to give you the best advice the Shire can provide. But until next time, take care and look after each other. Thank you.